So we've been running for over 20 years now. We're a family field centre, so we like to personalise our care to family needs. We've got around 30 staff that we've got here. Ultimately it's depending on floaters, which are the casual staff who relieve for lunch breaks. We've also got, with the numbers of children in our rooms at the moment, we've had to up the staff, running at the higher ratio with the 3 to 21 in one of the rooms. So we're nice and full and keeping the staff busy. We start from 6 weeks and we're licensed up until 6 years. We start the toilet training in the toddler 1 room. We have 3 toddler rooms. We've broken the age groups up. So we've got the toddler 1, which is 15 months to 2 years, and that's ultimately where we start the toilet training. We encourage the kids to sit on the toilet. Whether they do anything or not is no big deal. Just getting them used to sitting on it so that there's no fear associated with the toilet when the process starts. Then we've got the toddler 2 room, which is 2 years to 2.5, which is most families start the toilet training in the toddler 2 room. Then we've got junior kindy, which is 2.5 to 3. Toilet training also continues in junior kindy. And we've also got senior kindy, which is 3 to 4. And we find that some of the late starters in childcare don't have the toilet training skills. So we also have the toilet training facilities in the senior kindy room as well. It ultimately can take all of the attention from the staff. It's time consuming, especially with the numbers we've got at the moment, ensuring all of the children are, if they're in nappies, they're following the correct procedures to do the nappy changes, as well as getting the children to sit on the toilet. Some children that are in the training process might sit there for 5-10 minutes just until they get something happening. It might be a novelty for some, so they want to sit there for longer and longer and use the toilet paper and flush the toilet. And if you've got a room with 10, 12 and 21 children, and next door we've got 20 children, ultimately it could take majority of the day from when you put it all together. Absolutely. If the children aren't having success in the toilet, I do have families come with concerns as to why their children have soiled clothing, why things aren't working that seem to be working at home, why they're working in the centre but not working at home. Common issues that we always have. We quite often will have to have meetings with families and call them in and discuss the toilet training issue. The fact that we feel every week we're ultimately starting this process all over again with the children. By the end of the week we've got them toilet trained. They're successfully using the toilet. They're in undies majority of the day, minus sleep time of course, and they ultimately go home and come back on Monday in their nappy again, and the accidents start again, and we have to repeat the process week after week. It's ongoing. On a weekly basis it will probably take up close to half of our time. It's a huge thing, especially as I said with the numbers we've got, with the amount of rooms that we've got that are doing the toilet training process. It eats up a lot of time. The consistency. What we would be doing here, the families would be doing at home. So the child's getting the same message. So ultimately, it's nothing that we do here is going to be undone, because it's the same thing happening throughout every day, including weekends. consistency. The families following the routines that we follow here, because we've got our toilet routines, our times that we take the children that we know that are in the toilet training process. So we ultimately will take them to the toilet a lot more often than the children that are toilet trained, just to ensure that they have success and aren't wetting themselves. And getting this to follow through at home and getting the families on board can sometimes be extremely difficult. I think the success for the children, and ultimately they're going to come out on top because they know what's going on. You know, kids need consistency. They need to know that they're getting the same message on board and what's happening when. And with this, it's, I guess you could say, flawless. Absolutely. So there's a big family feel on the Early Years Learning Framework. So with this pack, ultimately we're working with the families. We're including the families in the service with the toilet training, and the families are taking what the service is using to their home. So definitely putting it out there in the community and working together with the families is a huge emphasis. We've only just started the program, and I think the program was here for a week, and we didn't have the Go Potty packs at the time. I just put it up and let the families know that we were starting the process and we were going to implement it in the centre. And I had questions from many families about what it was and when it was coming. As soon as the packs arrived, I sold 2 straight away. I've had feedback from close to, I'd say, between 4 to 10 different families saying to me that once they get back from their holiday breaks, that they're going to commit to the toilet training program as well to get their child toilet trained. It sells itself. It really does. They come and they ask questions. What's it about? Why would you do it? All you have to do is say it makes it fun. It's making toilet training fun for the kids. It doesn't make it a negative experience for them. It makes them want to go. And families seem to just jump on board. They absolutely love it. They've grabbed it and hit the ground running. Ultimately, they are using it with all of the children and emphasising it with the ones who have the Go Potty pack. So all of the children are being involved regardless of whether they have the Go Potty pack or not. They are being made aware of the different characters of the stories and the different roles that they play with the toilet training, and the kids are loving it. Well, the toilet training process is a lot faster. The kids are wanting to go to the bathroom, so we're not having to walk around or try and encourage the child to go to the toilet. We ask them, who are you going to be today? And they pretty much run to the bathroom. They know what to do. They hop on the toilet, do what they need to do. There's still some that are a bit hesitant, especially in the younger rooms, but it's just a fear of the unknown. Ultimately, once they get into the routine of it and grasp the concept, I think everybody will have the same reaction. They love the toilet Yum Yums. Absolutely love it. They love dropping the Yum Yums in the toilet. They might stand there for a little while and have a look at it floating in the toilet, but absolutely, they love it. A couple of them like getting the tickets and handing their tickets out to go to the toilet, but I found that the Yum Yums absolutely are the winner with the kids. It's just basic routine. The kids have group time and story time regardless. It just has a different story and you supply it for us. We're still reading it as we would any other story for the kids, and the book is bright. It's got cartoon characters in it, so they are stuck to every page that you turn. So it just fits into everyday routine. I know there's one child in the toddler one room. I believe he is 17 months and he has been using the Go Potty Pack and the TOTT program for a week and a half, and he is 100% successful with his toilet training, and he wants to go to the toilet whether he needs to go or not. So just seeing the reaction from the kids is great, and the relief from mum and dad that the process that a lot of families dread has been made so simple and fast, that they can't believe that their child responded as quickly as he did and is having the success that he's having in a week and a half. Absolutely not. That's one of the big things that the families bring to me is why so young? Why are we starting it in the toddler one room? Don't I think it's a bit young for them to start then? That's when I hand them the Go Potty Pack toilet training booklet that has been supplied in the packs, and I also let them take home the DVD, which is also supplied, and in their own time they can have a read and become informed ultimately. It's huge relief. It will be fantastic, absolutely. I mean, we still have to be available for the children that enrol at a later age that might come to the centre that are still not yet toilet trained. But then it's going to be an easy process for them as well, because if they're looking around and seeing that everybody else is toilet trained, it's monkey see, monkey do. They're seeing all of the other children sitting on the toilet and what happens on the toilet, that it's not long before they grasp the concept and want to join in as well.